Let us all welcome Mr. Fernando Martinez.
Hey, good morning. Thank you again, once again, for waking up early Sunday morning. And I notice madami tayong mga repeat attendees, so that is good. Meaning to say you are closely following the webinar sessions, which kung mapapansin niyo, and we try to do a recap. We started with Stock Market 101. And then we did technical analysis, no? That's Saturday and Sunday last week. And then this week, yesterday we did fundamental analysis. And today we are doing overall stock market analysis, no? The situation, the current situation we're in. And then we will try to assess if it's about the right time to come into the stock market, and we will try to identify the sectors and the stocks to watch. So that is the reason why the title of our webinar today is "The Worst May Be Over," and then stocks and sectors to watch. Okay, so without further ado, let us start. Agaan natin matapos dahil I know it's a Sunday, it's a family day. You need to do your spiritual upliftment, no? Magsisimba yung iba sa inyo or probably magpipray lang sa bahay. But anyway, we will continue this learning program to prepare you eventually doon sa journey nyo sa stock market. And for those naman who have started months or years ago and you're trying to recover or recoup or refresh, this is a great venue for you. Okay, let's start. Check muna natin yung present economic condition ng Philippines. This is the GDP chart for the Philippines second quarter of 2020. Okay? So noticeably, when the lockdowns and the quarantine started sometime in March, naapektuhan yung GDP natin. Again, GDP is the goods and services produced within the geographical borders of the Philippines by Filipinos or foreigners basta nasa loob siya ng Pilipinas. So from a high of around 6.7, fourth quarter of 2019, in fact, noong time na yan, napaka ganda ng outlook ng stock market natin. People are preparing for new highs, and then foreign direct investment are pouring into the country, pati hot money kasi stock market pinupush. And then all of a sudden, pagpasok ng January, anong bumulaga sa atin? We had the Taal volcano eruption, no? It did not cripple the entire economy, pero the southern Luzon part, medyo tinamaan. So may mga agri and livestock and manufacturing plants na naapektuhan doon. Not only that, may mga tourism-related companies na naapektuhan, restaurants, hotel, resorts. So nag-stop operation yon for several days. I think lasted about a week or so. So malaki din ang impact nun. And then sometime in March, nag-start na yung quarantine and then lockdowns. That is why on the first quarter of 2019, for several quarters siya na hindi ko na mabilang na positive tayo, ranging around 5 to 6.7, may nag 7% pa tayo na GDP in one quarter. We went down negative 0.7. Okay. Hindi pa masyadong malaki yung effect niyan sa stock market sometime in March. No? However, nung nag-second quarter na, nilabas yung figures, it's negative 16.5. Na-alarm na yung madami. No? Nakita nila yung impact ng lockdown. Ano ba kasing naging result ng lockdowns? No? Nung unang-una, nung nag-ECQ tayo, halos ang mga lumalabas lang and we're able to go to work is yung mga essential workers. Meaning to say, nurses, doctors, policemen, nasa financial industry, mga bankers, kami stockbrokers, part kami ng essential, ano? Kung nanonotice ninyo, kahit ECQ, nakakapag-trade kayo. That's because we are reporting to work or working from home. Total electronic na naman ang Philippine Stock Exchange. So, yun lang ang nag-function na industry. The rest almost went down to siguro 20-30% operations. Now, na-realize ng government yung impact na yun, kaya bigla nilang inalaw yung mga nasa food sector. Not necessarily yung mga mall-based or restaurant-based operation, but yung mga companies na may network to be able to deliver the food throughout the country. So nagkaroon ng konting activity sa food sector, no? So hindi sila masyadong naapektuhan. Those who have the network, tatandaan din yan. So at that time, sila lang yung medyo gumagalaw ng industry and the rest is almost put to a halt. So nag-negative 16.5 tayo. Now that was first quarter of 2020. So second quarter is kailan? April, May, June. So lalabas na yung, third quarter, April, May, June. Tama ba? Sorry, no. July, August, September. July, August, September, yung third quarter, we will see a significant improvement. Bakit natin makikita yung significant improvement in the third quarter? Although meron pang 2 weeks na nag-ECQ ulit doon, in between. Pero minor na lang yon. Sa third quarter kasi, we saw mga 80% naman ng industries went back to operation. So from low of around 20-30% during the ECQ period of the second quarter, bigla tayong nag-jump up, napunta tayo sa mga 80% operation, which is good dahil we will see economic activity. Kasi nung nagbumagsak tayo ng 16.5, what we lost back then was the economic activity dahil yung earning power nung population nawala. Madaming nawala ng trabaho. Estimated to be around 10 million na. And then meron din namang mga continuous nagtrabaho pero yung salary nila naapektuhan. Might have been slashed by 1/2 or 3/4, no? Kasi nag-work from home and then the companies involved, yung mga industries involved, they have to adjust kasi almost the entire period from the second quarter to the third quarter, halos wala silang income na na-generate. So mostly yung mga retained earnings lang ang ginagamit nila for operations. No? So doon mo makikita yung mga companies na merong magandang earnings in the past na meron silang nahuhugot dahil meron tayong pandemic right now. The rest, yung mga walang magandang earnings before, most likely nagsara or nag-lessen ng operation, meron naman din mga companies na hindi naman sila lugi before pero saktong-sakto lang, affected pa rin yun. No? So yun yung impact niyan economically. So is the worst over? So pili tayo ng mga metrics kagaya ng pinag-aralan natin kahapon. Merong metrics sa stocks, meron ding metrics sa economy. No? So ito, isa yan, yung GDP. So I expect vast improvement, no, sa third quarter, pero hindi pa rin yan yung napakalaki na babalik na tayo sa positive 4 or 5. We'll be happy to see a negative figure pero smaller na, no? Single digits na lang, hindi kagaya nitong 16.5. Or I wouldn't be surprised kung mag-positive tayo ng konti. Okay, but definitely we will go down to single digit negative sa GDP. Okay, so let's see other metrics. Foreign direct investments, importante ito. Bakit? Kasi this fuels our economy in the sense na dito kumukuha ng puhunan yung mga industry and companies involved. Not only that, meron ding FDIs, yung hot money naman na pumapasok sa stock market. So binibilang din yan. Ano? Magkaiba yan, yung hot money kasi it goes in and out in a very short period of time. Unlike tong foreign direct investments naman na direkta pumupunta sa company, nag-build ng mga bagong factories, bumibili ng mga real estate, medyo matagal ang tinatagal yan sa Pilipinas. So importante, we see an uptick. So kung mapapansin ninyo, since January of 2020, actually December pa nung 2020 na umabot siya dito sa 1200 level, no? Almost 1200 level, continuously nag-slid down na yung foreign direct investments natin. Okay, so nag-factor in dyan yung sa Taal volcano eruption, and then obviously yung sa COVID-19 pandemic. But the good news is, after how many months yan? Since December na nag-peak. December, January, February, March, April, May, June, no? Nakakita tayo bigla ng uptick. So in 6 months time, first time tayo nakakita ng uptick, which is good dahil alam niyo sa charting, parang ito yung okay, continuously bumababa siya. Meron tayong diniscuss noon sa technical analysis na retracement. So pwedeng itong mag-retrace 50% or pwedeng pag pinush naman ng volume, sobrang daming FDI sa pumasok, it will break the retracement, mag-change na ng direction, mag-reverse na siya ng direction. So pwede siyang from downward slope since December, pwede na siyang mag-upward since May. So we're looking forward to that. So welcome development ito. Yung FDI for the first quarter is ticking up. Second quarter is ticking up. Okay? Next, inflation. Okay. We see a sudden spike, obviously, January, and then nag-peak, and then nag-peak again sometime in July. What is good about it is after 3 months, March, April, May, June, July, of continuous rise, August, bigla tayo nag-taper off. Okay? So we see an improvement. So pwedeng correction lang din yan or it might sustain and magtuloy-tuloy na bumaba. And balik tayo doon sa mga 2019 levels natin na 1% GDP or lower pa. So again, it's something to look forward. So may mga signals na nagre-recover na yung economy natin. But still, there's no reason for us to be complacent kasi slowly but surely yung recovery na mangyayari, hindi yan sudden. Okay, so that's inflation. And then this is a big thing din, imbalance of payments. Kasi kung makikita ninyo kasi since February until recently itong July, positive lagi yung balance of payments natin. This is good kasi this is money coming in, to us kasi binibili ng other countries yung products natin. Tayo naman, we are also importing, so nagbabayad din tayo. So yung balance of payments position, meaning to say, mas madami pa din tayong nilalabas sa produkto kaysa sa inaangkat papasok. Okay, bakit ganon? Most likely, yung mga foreign countries na trading partners natin, mas kailangan yung mga goods natin. Diba? Now, you can go to, there is a site called Trading Economics. Makikita ninyo doon yung data by import and then by export. So, brush up on your research. Visit that website. Nandiyan dyan yung mga, you can access, I think, 70 countries. So, kasama doon yung Pilipinas, yung mga economic data makikita ninyo doon. But this one came from BSP. Yung previous natin doon sa Trading Economics siya. Okay. Let's take a look at PSEI Index for 2020. Malinaw sana, and hopefully maintindihan niyo yung mga lines na dinawawin ko dyan. Hindi naman yan complicated. First off, tingnan natin yung volume. Nagbigay ng volume spike, which is green, means funds are coming in. Tama? May buying na nagaganap. And then our stochastics, nag-cross yung blue line above the red line. Yan, yung may red arrow below dito. Nag-cross yung blue line over the red, that is a buying signal. Tapos may volume coming in. Ito, yun yung circle ko. Okay, and then this one, this little chart formation dito, yung maliit na yan, that is called the hammer. The Japanese candlestick, bullish din yan. So, ending the week, noong Friday, medyo bullish signals yung binibigay ng PSEI. Magtataka kayo, bakit gano'n? Bumagsak yung Dow Jones, and then bumagsak, tapos nag-recover slightly noong Friday. Now, I don't really subscribe to the Dow theory right now, kasi masyado ng dynamic ang capital market sa iba't ibang mundo. Parang stand-alone na yung capital markets. Of course, there's some measure of influence dahil madami pa rin yan nag-adhere doon sa notion na may Dow theory. Pag down si Dow, we should be down then. Pag up si Dow, we should be up then. And they have been going up since January. nagkaroon lang ng konting drop nung March and then back to recent highs na sila. I mean all-time highs. And we're still stuck in the bottom, no? So there's no doubt theory right now. Hindi siya nagwo-work. So let us separate ourselves from Dow Jones and then concentrate on PSE Index. Okay, so bullish signals ang binigay. Now, if you will see, meron akong descending triangle pattern. Okay, ito yung, you can see the cursor. This is the top resistance, no, downward siya, slope, and then this is the support, na flat. Okay? Sometime in around April ata, I came up with the ascending triangle dito kung pinlat. Kasi umakit yung market dito, nagkaroon ng enthusiasm dyan. But then again, sometime in June, binrake niya yung ascending triangle. So nag-descending, nag-continue yung formation ng descending. So we are still on a bearish pattern in general. Pero meron na mga bullish signals na binibigay ang market. Now, I'm plotting the support at 5,700 and then resistance 1 at 5,914 and then if ma-break ito, resistance 2 of 6,162, we might see a breach dito sa descending triangle and magpo-form na ito ng bagong pattern. Tapos we are forming a double bottom, kung mapapansin ito. This is the bottom 1. Drawing ako nga. Teka lang. This is bottom 1. And this is bottom 2. Nakikita niyo? Parang bastos yung pagkakadrawing ko. So sorry. Basta that's a double bottom formation. In the works, no? Hindi pa siya nagmamaterialize. Another bullish signal. No? So entering Monday, unless there's anything significant that will happen, nagkaroon na naman ng bombing sa ulo or magkagulo sa saan ba nag-aagulo lagi, sa UP or whatever place there is, no? Na makaka-apekto sa Philippine Stock Exchange, I think the bullish signals will continue to form. So we might see a reversal soon. Na makakatulong dyan yung mga economic numbers pagka lumalabas na improving, GDP natin lalabas na rin yan. So abangan lang natin yung mga data na yan. Okay? So that is my outlook for the PSEI. Mukhang we are going to go higher anytime soon. Now, this is descending triangle. If you are closely following my social media posts, we call this yung yearning for learning. Madami na kaming na-post sa ganyan. I would suggest that you look it up and then i-save ninyo, screenshots ninyo dahil from time to time pwede ninyong ma-review yan. Ito yung descending triangle. So generally, it's a bearish pattern siya. No? Descending triangle is a sideways, no? Sideways yung market natin, pero on the way down, between two converging trend lines. Ito yung first trend line, which is the resistance, and this is the second trend line, which is the support. The upper line is declining. Ito ngayon, yung resistance, and the lower line is flat. This is a generally bearish pattern. So bearish, pero sideways siya. It can reverse anytime. Ano nga antayin natin pumasok para maka-reverse and masustain yung mga breakouts? Volume. And hindi lang siya 1 or 2 days volume, kailangan ma-maintain siya para ma-consider natin na official yung breakout. Okay? Next, what are the sectors to watch? Okay. For me, it's going to be food. Bakit? Siguro until such time na hindi na tayo makapagtanim, makapangisda at makapag-alaga ng poultry, hindi na tayo kakain. Pero hanggat meron yan, at kahit na ano pang crisis ang dumating, pandemic na dumating, or virus na dumating, we will always look for food. Nasa human nature natin yan ng survival. No? We cannot survive without food. Now, you have to classify. No? May mga food, nasa food sector na is suffering right now. As I said nga, yung mall-based, tapos yung franchise-based, halos zero yung kanilang business. No? I don't think yung online is not even going to give them 10 or 20% of their previous business na merong dine-in. no, sa mga malls and restaurants. So apektado yung Jollibee. Ano pa yung ibang apektado? Prutas is apektado, no? Dahil mall-based sila. I don't think they have a network then for the exports and then yung dito sa local, no, na network. Ano pa ba? Jollibee, Prutas, McDonald's, no? Alam niyo ba kung ano yung holding companies na nagmamayari sa McDonald's? It's AGI, which I'm going to feature later. Okay? Napakaganda ng AGI. So, iwas-iwas muna doon. Unless you see significant news releases saying, let's say si Jollibee, sinabi niya, okay, we have put up measures and then allow na kami ng government for dine-in even at 50% capacity. So pwede yung kasi maging reversal eh. So kung previously halos wala silang income, biglang magkakaroon. That is good news for the company. So you just watch out for those news articles. Now for the meantime, I will go to those who are not affected so much, no? Dahil hindi naman sila mall-based, hindi naman sila franchise-based, no? Mamaya, i-reveal ko. And then I also like utilities. Okay. Diba, nung pumasok yung mga Meralco bills, ang tataas, 300, 400 times the regular that you are paying, sinasabi nila, estimate lang. Ano yung pinoprove nung scenario na yon? Even with the pandemic, we will still continue using the utilities. Ano yan? Electricity, water, whatever. So, I like utilities. I-reveal ko mamaya ako sino yung mga utilities companies na mukhang magbibigay ng magandang return sa atin and magli-lead ng rally. Okay. Number 3, pinaka-importante sa lahat, infrastructure. Bakit? Kasi this will generate jobs. Hindi lang yung mga nasa baba, no? Nasasabihin natin, yung mga construction workers. No. Restaurants will benefit from this. Mga professionals, mga engineers, architect will benefit from this. You know? So malaking sector ang maapektuhan ng infrastructure. And iba-iba yan. Merong road, merong airport, merong seaport. No? So transportation. So madami siyang maapektuhang sector. And tingin ko siya yung parang magiging leader sa recovery effort ng government. No? So we expect the government and the private sector to really pour in money dito sa infrastructure. And then number 4, it's not a sector, but just like what we discussed yesterday, we have to look for value on your money. Hanap tayo ng mga heavily discounted na stocks or maybe ang tawag nga ni Warren Buffett doon, he's always looking for companies in distress. Okay, but tanggalin natin sa mindset natin yung Warren Buffett thinking because we cannot afford to buy the entire company or majority of the company. So we will just take advantage of certain stocks in certain situations and most importantly, at certain prices. Okay, food sector, sino yung aking pick? Obviously, the blue chip of the food sector, sino? San Miguel Corporation. Okay. Generally, it's still on a downward trend. Kung makikita ninyo, mayroon pa rin siyang descending triangle. But then again, we have bullish signals being given out by our indicators. Stochastics, blue line is about, hindi pa siya nagko-cross or medyo may slight cross na doon. Represented by this red arrow. Blue line is crossing or attempting to cross the red line. So bullish yan. Mayroong konting volume spike uptrend which is good enough because it's just starting. And then the price is already challenging the downward resistance of the descending triangle. Okay. I have set my support on at ito, no? Support 1 at 96 pesos. So ito yan, yung line na yan. And then resistance 1 at 104. And then resistance 2 at 136. Assuming you were able to buy at around 95, 96 level, if it reaches resistance 1 at 104, that is already giving you 9.4% return. But sabi ko nga, walang genius sa stock market na lagi nakakabili sa bottom. So we will have a range sa buying natin for San Miguel. Ang range ko is anywhere between 96 to 104. You may start accumulating now. Hindi ibig sabihin nito nakita, oy, ni-recommend or sinabi ni Fernando na stock to watch ito. You go all in na on Monday. Bumili ka na agad todo-todo. No. Because the stock is generally still on a downward pattern. So there's no rush for you to come in. So ipon ka na slowly, kaya tayo may range. 104, tops yun ng buying mo, and then 96, yun yung bottom ng buying mo. Now, on the downward side, biglang nagkagulo na naman, or all of a sudden, the Philippines COVID-19 infected figures jumps to 2 million. Nagka-problema na naman tayo, nag-ECQ na naman, nag-hard lockdown na naman. Mag-set kayo ng mga loss targets ninyo. So, nandito na yan, from 74 to mga 90 level. Now, set a percentage that you can manage to take. Diba? Kasi iba-iba tayo. No? I may be able to take a 20% loss. Sa others, medyo malaki na yon. So, come up with your trading plan. Pwede ninyong i-adapt itong range na sinasabi ko. Buying for San Miguel is around 96 to 104. Kasi when it reaches resistance 2, which will give you 43% from support 1. So, kung let's say na lahat ng buying mo umabot na ng 100 to 104. So, less 9%, that's still 34% return at resistance 2. Hindi pa rin masama, di ba? So, that is a good, sound trading plan you are coming up with. Based on what? The indicators na pinag-usapan natin, volume, stochastics, and then you watch out sa mga breakouts and breakdowns based on the support and the resistance na pinlat natin. So anong system yon? That's KISS, keeping it smart and simple. I'm not talking about anything about waves, about Japanese candlesticks, or ano pa ba? May mga, kung ano-ano pang mga complicated chart patterns. So may mga Bollinger Bands na sinasabi. Stick to what works for you. This is what works for me. Stochastics, volume, breakouts, and breakdowns. Okay, then I'm setting my targets sa profit and then sa cut loss point then. Okay, so take note of the prices. Okay, we move on to the next. Agri-nurture. Agri-nurture, kung makikita nyo may malaking sell down sa February. Ito, February. It came from around 12 pesos, biglang bumaba siya to as low as, I think, 4 or 5 pesos. Bakit biglang nagkaganon? Okay, this is actually a foreboding of things to come. No? Parang ominous sign siya. Kasi Agri-nurture has a large network pagdating sa export business nila. Okay, they are partner with several, I think, if not one of the world's, or if they're in fact the world's biggest commodity trader, yung Cargill. So they are partnered with this. Meron niyang fund na bumili sa Agri-nurture. And then February, if you will notice, yan na yung time na nagkakagulo sa China. Okay, yung Wuhan is nagla-lockdown na. Tayo na-apektuhan sometime in March na no? Parang March 2 yung first case natin. And then by March 10 or hindi ko na alam, no? But several days later, bigla na tayo nag-lockdown. Pero sa China, it's been ongoing as early as February pa lang. So since etong fund na to is exposed worldwide, they know what's going on. So probably 60% of their business goes in and out of China. So February pa lang, they knew na magla-lockdown ng China or nagla-lockdown na at that time and mahirap na yung movement ng transportation within China. Alam nila, Agri-nurture is one of the companies that is reliant pagdating doon sa export business niya sa China. They sold down. They actually sold down sa market yung fund na to. So from 12, bumaba ng 5, nagpanik ang mga tao niyan. In fact, I wrote an article right after that day, fateful day. Sabi ko, this is the first casualty of COVID-19, Agri-nurture. Why? Because China yung market nila. So rightfully, bumagsak siya. But what is good about it, since February until September of this year, sideways movement na siya with a downward bias. Kaya meron pa rin siyang descending triangle. Okay? Now, it's not because I said na nasa stock to watch ang Agrinorte and then you will go all out, buy ka na doon. No. Okay? Look at the stochastics. Medyo nagsisignal siya ng bearish. So baka yung blue line will cross below, it will go down. Kaya ang sinet ko dyan is support 1 is at 720. I think safe to say that you can buy between 720 to 8 pesos. If you're looking at siguro short to medium term na trade period. So safe to say na you can buy between 720 to 8 pesos yung level na yan. And yan din yung halos ano niya, yung trend niya, yung nagpa-flat siya diyan sa area na yan. Now, naglabas ito ng earnings per Sept. It was very good. 400% ata inakyat nila. Bakit? Kasi hindi siya mall-based operation. Hindi siya restaurant-based. Agrinorture has a network of deliveries throughout the country. Hindi lang dito and outside. No? Although malaking market nila is China. But what is good about it, they're starting to deliver sa China again. Dahil nag-open up na ng economy ang China. There is what? About 2 billion people in China. They cannot afford not to import food. No? And Annie is the one dito sa Philippines that is actively exporting food sa China. So I expect na kung during the pandemic or yung lockdown, hard lockdown, kumita yung Agrinorture, I think pag nag-lift na yung mga lockdowns and quarantine measures and then we slowly open up our economy, lalong mag-i-improve yung earnings ng Agrinorture. I'm looking at, sasabihin ninyo, parang napakalayo naman ang target ninyo, sir. That's 12 pesos or a 68% return. Because this is pre-pandemic. This is what they are doing nung time na nagkaroon ng problema. So if we are going to improve and then eventually come out free from COVID-19, I seriously expect that it will go back and revert back to its previous levels of health. So I will do about a medium-term plan for Agrinorture, buying between 720 to 8, and then I'm really going to target an exit at around 12 or higher, not depending on the developments as it happens. Okay, so hindi ka bibili ng todo-todo sa Monday. Again, use your common sense. Medyo magko-correct siya, magbe-bearish signal siya. So wait for it, nasa mga 8 pesos siya. Basta anywhere between 720 to 8, I think is a good price to come in and then start slowly accumulating Agrinorture. So dalawa yung nasa food sector natin, San Miguel Corporation and Agrinorture. Now, San Miguel Corporation, as I said, is also diversifying sa infrastructure. So dalawa na siya. Food and infra din siya, no? Which is really good. No? Napaka-bullish ko sa San Miguel. So dalawa yan sa food sector. Now, what is our next sector? Utilities. Obviously, Meralco. Okay? Wala nang iba. Diba? So, I mean, kahit na anong mangyari, we will i-charge nila tayo ng triple, gagamit pa rin tayo ng kuryente nila. Wala namang kasi ibang choice, walang kalaban sa Metro Manila. Unless you want to go solar, bumili ka ng mga solar panels that will cost you several millions, na maka-recover mo naman in the years to come. But, I mean, seriously, no? Sino makaka-afford right now with the current situation. So we are stuck with Meralco. So we will continue using their utilities. You know? So that is the Manila Electric Company. So I have set several targets. No? Buying range, okay? So from support 1 of 256 to resistance of 280. So you can buy anywhere dyan sa mga levels na yan. Now if you can see, dito yung red arrow, nasa oversold level na siya. But the blue line hasn't given a buying signal yet. Hindi pa siya nagko-cross above the red. Okay, so you might want to wait for it to go to give a signal by crossing above the red, tsaka mag-slowly accumulate. Again, this is not a recommendation for you to go all in on Monday. No? These are stocks to watch. So you're going to watch and pick and select a good trading plan based on the trading guidelines that I'm giving here para hindi ka malilito sa pricing. No? So potentially, pwede pa yan umabot talaga sa mga 250s level, no? Hindi ito sa target natin. Now, let's say you bought at this level, ano, sa support 1, let's say you're a super genius trader. At resistance 1, you already gained 9.3%. Resistance 2 is at 15.1. And then resistance 3 is at 316. Yan yung mga short-term targets na tingin ko kayang-kayang i-achieve ni Meralco. So if you're trading Meralco and you gain 23%, that's not bad. Diba? Now, long-term, nag-reversal na yung COVID-19 trend, nagkaroon na ng vaccine, we are slowly going back to normal, nakaka-stay na tayo sa malls. These targets, no, at 365 and 385 is not impossible. Okay? So you are looking at 110% return, 43% return, and then 50% return at 385. Okay, so maganda yung prospects ng Meralco, and again, blue chip ito. Blue chip that is now like trading like a second liner or a growth stock. No? But then again, this is not ordinary times. No? So we are in a pandemic, COVID-19 induced crisis. Okay, so this is my number 1 pick sa utilities, Meralco. Take note of the prices, okay? And then yung mga targets natin. On the downside, again, as I said again, biglang nagkaroon ng bad news, 2 million Filipinos infected, we are going to hard lockdowns again for several months. Several months na naman silang hindi makakasingil ng kuryente sa atin. Pero they are forced and mandated by the government to continue operations. It might go down further, di ba? If that happens, set your loss targets. No? So set it at 10%, 20%, whichever is suited for your trading or your trading style or yung category mo as a stock market investor. Okay? Stochastics is about to give you a signal, pero baka magstay yan forever dito sa oversold. But what is good, medyo merong activity coming in sa stock. Ito yung volume slowly picking up. I think it's a slow process, but eventually it will recover. So it's important for you to set a range kung saan ka bibili, not a specific price. Napakahirap mag-set sa ganitong klaseng market. So range dapat yun. So slowly accumulate. So akin, accumulation is around 280, tops price ko yun, or 256. If ever I will buy above 280, anong tawag doon? Breakout. Supported and maintained volume yon coming in. I might consider buying higher than 280. Okay, but case-to-case basis yan. So that is our number 1 utility. Next is Manila Water. Okay. Bakit? Same thing with Meralco. I don't think we will stop using water, no? Dahil paano ka maliligo? Paano ka magluluto? No? So there are so many reasons why you should buy Manila Water. Now, again, this is not a recommendation to go all in on Monday. As you can see, medyo may mga bearish signal siya. Volume is declining. Lumilit yung volume. Di ba? Nakikita naman ninyo. Nagbigay pa ng triple top. First top, second top, third top. Bullish ba yan or bearish? That's bearish. And then si stochastics natin, blue line crossed below the red line. Ayan, kitang-kita. Okay? So, what did I do? So I plotted support targets. So support 1 is at 1290, support 2 is at 12, support 3 is at 1080. So yun yung ranges na dapat bumibili ka ng Manila Water. Hindi naman yan necessarily catching a falling knife. Kasi kung makikita ninyo, flat na yung range niya eh. Nag-range na talaga dun sa level na 10 and 13 pesos. So doon ka na nag-accumulate kasi for the last, until January of 2020, doon na yung range niya. So it's not a bad price to come in, and then makakaset ka na rin ng mga cut loss points mo dahil establish mo na yung mga support levels di ba? So pag magbe-breakdown yan, again, ano yung magiging cause ng breakdown? 2 million infected, hard lockdowns implemented again, so set your cut loss points. But eto, tatlo yung support na in-establish ko. Kung medyo risk taker ka, ang tinatawag doon is averse, you can start accumulating once it goes down to 1290. Diba? So, doon ka na, namumulot ka naman. Ikaw naman, kung medyo conservative ka, hindi naman conservative, ano, but sa tingin mo medyo mataas pa yung 1290, you may wait until support 2, which is at 12. So, magiging buying range mo naman is 12 to 1290. Kung napaka-conservative mo na talaga, no, halos ayaw mong lumabas ng bahay dahil baka magka-COVID ka, may ganong tao, you may wait until mga 1080. There's nothing wrong with it. Everything is possible as far as going down, no, pagdating sa mga stock prices, because we are still in the pandemic situation. Wala pa rin namang vaccine na lumalabas, although may mga certain ongoing studies na medyo positive ang result, but still ongoing studies pa rin siya. Okay? So, this is my pick sa utilities, but you have to be very careful in placing your buying prices, and then always set target sa tuktok. Ano, alam na naman niyo siguro paano mag-plot ng mga prices. Looking at this, no, I think it can go to around 18 and 19 once this pandemic is back to normal. So from 12 to 18, that's what, 50% return. Not bad. Okay, so this is Manila Water. Okay, mayroon pa palang isang pwede magka-problema dito, political front, no? Remember, tinarget ni Duterte yung mga oligarchs, no? Isa ito sa mga na-mention na yung Ayalas. Hindi lang ito Ayalas, sa consortium between Ayala and DN Consuni, itong Manila Water. Now, DN Consuni naman, different yung problem nila, sa Semerara Mining. Galit si Duterte sa mga may violations sa mining. But that is a different story. We will take that up later. So si Manila Water, isa sa potential na deal breaker niya is baka mapag-initan siya. Pero recently naman, they were very accommodating to the president, and I think they sorted out their problems. And then Ayala Corp on its own helped the government a lot during the pandemic period. So baka maayos naman yung relationship na yan. But setting it aside, this is the chart pattern. Hindi natin pinapakinggan yung noise outside. We base our decisions on price action. So this is my trading guidance for Meralco under utilities. Okay, next, infra, mega wide. Okay, again, trading sideways. Ito, yung chart niya with volume, no? Kasi yung susunod ko na chart, tinanggal ko yung volume kasi hindi ako makapag-plot maayos kasi masyadong madami yung activity na harangan yung prices. So this is the chart of mega wide construction or M wide with volume, no? Pupunta tayo ngayon doon sa next chart niya na pinlat ko na yung mga target prices ko or trading guidance. Okay, ito yung trading guidance ko for mega wide. Okay? Sige lang. Okay, may ako nag-text. Okay, this is my trading guidance. Okay? Blue line crossed above the red line dito sa area na to. Umakyat siya, di ba? So, ito stochastic, always works yan. Blue line cross below the red, bumaba. So, ito, blue line cross below the red, bumaba. Okay, so, pa-follow natin ito. Right now, yung stochastics is nasa overbought levels na siya, nasa 80% na siya. Tama? And hindi pa naman siya nagbibigay ng signal na blue line crossing below. So it might continue to go up further. But I have established the range. No? So sa akin, ang range ng buying nitong mega wide. Bakit? Kasi ito sa mga number one company when it comes to infra project. Ano? In fact, yung itong recent akyat niya na to, this is because, di ba, umatras yung consortium sa NAIA. Pag-ayos ng airport, they stepped in. So that is a good news article, development for the company. Kasi sila yung naggawa ng Cebu, yung Mactan International Airport, yung bago. Nakapunta na ba kayo doon? Ang ganda nun. World class yung pagkakagawa ng facility na yan. If they will be able to duplicate that and magawa nila sa NAIA, and that is good for them. And then remember, there are other infra projects that are coming up. si Megawide is actively pursuing some of those projects. Okay, so ito yung mga trading guidance na bibigay ko. Support 1 is at 6 pesos and I can buy from this level all the way to resistance 1 which is 8 pesos. Okay, from 6 pesos to resistance 1, naka-accumulate ka somewhere sa range ng mga 6 pesos, 6.20. You're looking at 32% return agad. So maganda yung price range ng Megawide. And established yan. It touches 6 and then it touches 8. Okay? So magayon yung support and resistance niya talaga. Things goes back to normal. I'm projecting it to go back to previous levels niya, which is what? 15 to 16 pesos. To a target price of around 146% return. Again, it will not happen overnight. Okay? Kung gusto ninyo yung trading na 30%, you trade between 6 to 8 pesos. It's been going on since what? April. Okay, so possible yan. In a couple of weeks, you can buy it at around 6 pesos level and then sell it at around 8 pesos. The price doesn't lie, di ba? Nakikita ninyo sa chart. So yun yung price range ko dyan. But ultimately, if I'm going to trade this for a medium term, looking for a recovery, kasi ito isa sa mga company na magli-lead ng recovery, I'm looking at a return of around 140 at 15 pesos. 140% return. Okay? So this is our second infrastructure company stock to watch out for. Again, abangan nyo yung stochastics bumaba dito sa may oversold and then magbigay ng buying signal. I think that is the most prudent thing to do. Kung sa price naman yan, you will be looking at around 6 to 6.20. Okay? Next. Next infrastructure, IRC. Okay. I gave out a trading guidance dito sometime in, if I'm mistaken, May at 85 centavos. Meron niyang finorm na ascending triangle. If there is enough time later on, I think there is, dahil hindi naman tayo masyadong matagal ngayon. And if you're willing to stay online, ipapakita ko sa inyo. Kasi significant yun dahil na-break na niya yung unang pattern dito, yung level na to na-break na niya. Nagkaroon na siya ng breakout. Ito, na-break yan eh. At 90.21 peso, na-sustain ng volume. Ito, volume has to be maintained for the breakout, di ba? To be confirmed. Na-breakout dito sa 1 peso, na-confirm, may volume sustained. Ito, in-circle ko. So, ang initial target ko dito, when I recommended it at around 85 centavos, was 120. Na-reach yun. Chamba ba yun? Hindi chamba yun. It happens because of the kiss trading method. So at 120, nagkaroon siya ng consolidation doon and starting to retrace or correct. Ang buying range ko dito na sinet is around 1 peso and 120. Okay, so you can buy anywhere from this level. As much as possible, buy ka na sa mga around 110 to 1 peso. So doon ka na magpo-post ng mga buying mo and then slowly accumulate. And then ang target prices niya 140 and then meron 160. Okay. Ano ba yung catalyst nito? IRC is the project proponent for the Makati Subway. Now, nung Friday, pinakita na yung boring machine ng Metro Manila Subway. Actually, mas nauna yung IRC doon. Sometime last year, if you will try to look for it I think it was ABS-CBN, and ang nag-cover doon sa China is si Henry Omaga Diaz. Meron siyang video. I'm not sure kung na-share ko siya sa social media accounts ko. Pero there is. Henry Omaga Diaz was interviewing yung partner naman ng IRC doon na mag-provide ng equipments. Tapos pinapakita din nila yung boring machine na gagamitin ng IRC. Now, that is well and good, dahil Metro Manila Subway and Makati Subway, eventually they will connect to one another. Sabi ko nga kahapon, main artery ang Metro Manila Subway and then the cities surrounding that Metro Manila Subway will have to come up with their own to connect to that Metro Manila subway. Mauna lang Makati because Makati is one of the richest cities in the Philippines, if not the richest city. So they can really afford, tas meron pa silang private partner in IRC, yung Philippine Infrared Holdings Inc. So about 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, they came up with a news release saying that they are now in the process of buying the land surrounding the project. Nagbibigay na sila ng mga bonuses and then nag-offer na sila ng presyo. Now, this is an inherent right of the government. The government can procure property as long as gagamitin ito for the benefit of the majority. Okay? So ang tawag doon is eminent domain. May isa pang inherent right ang government, police power. So isa yun, inherent power niya is eminent domain. They can acquire property pero with just compensation. So binabayaran pa rin, hindi naman yung kinakamkam na parang martial law. Kaya lang, pag tinamaan ka ng overall plan, you are left with very little option. You can try to go to the courts, pero sabi ko nga, inherent power yan ng state. So they will procure the property and magpuput up sila ng station doon or kung ano man, subway mismo. So that is a good development for Metro Manila Subway. No, pinakita na yung boring machine or borer ang tawag. And then some IRC naman, nag-release na that they are acquiring property. So good. So infrastructure will really move forward. Meron pang development sa Sangli Point, meron pang development sa Bulacan, and then may several highways. San Miguel is coming up with several highways. So infrastructure will lead the recovery, no, from this pandemic of COVID-19. Okay? So again, wait for this to go down and give you a signal like right here, right here. So most likely it's trading at 110. So buying range mo is 110 to 1 peso. Okay, because this support, which is support 1, has to hold. Now, anong maaring mag-break down sa support 1? Again, 2 million COVID-19 positive sa Philippines, we go back to hard lockdowns, everything goes back to zero. Diba? So tapos lahat yung pattern na ginagawa natin. And then, what will you do? What is the prudent thing to do? Set your cut loss point. Okay, if you bought it at 1 peso, napakadali, 10% is 90. Diba? So dapat meron ka ng nakaset na trading plan na gano'n. Bakit? Kasi nothing is guaranteed in the stock market. Although sinasabi ko malaking potential umabot ng 140, malaki ang potential umabot ng 160. Pag inaward na yan at nag-umpisang maghukay, it can go back to 2 or 3 pesos level, but that is all just a possibility. On the downside, there is also a possibility na bumaba siya. So always prepare for that eventuality. Okay? Next. Value on your money. Pinag-aralan natin kahapon to, di ba? So dapat i-apply natin what we have learned. One of the companies that is trading at a discount, no, heavy discount, is Alliance Global Group, AGI. Okay, and di ninyo na-notice ito. Again, mayroon na naman yung descending triangle, and again, it's been trading at a range since March, which is good dahil established na yung range, nag-consolidate na sa price level na yun. Okay, let's look at the value for money. Ang book value niyan, look at the book value. 30 pesos and 60 centavos. Okay, so when all else fails, nag-bankruptcy sila, each share will get 30 pesos and 60 centavos. Earnings per share niya, regularly nagbibigay ng dividend, 1 peso and 80 on the average. So ang PE niya, which is what is the price right now, 6 pesos. Anong formula ng PE ratio? Price over EPS. So 6 divided by 1.3, ang PE niya is 3.2. So in 3 years time, you will get paid for the price you paid for the stock. Napakababa ng PE niya. Because normally it's around 20 or below. This is at 3. So it's a shouting out to the world, buy me, my book value is 3. My EPS is at 183. and my PE is at 320 and ang price ko is 6 pesos. But then again, you don't go out on Monday and start going all in. Meron pa rin tayong range, okay? Let's exercise prudence every time. And besides, yung volume niya is medyo flat lang din naman except for this level, ano? Kasi nagkaroon ng opening na siguro ng konti niyan. And then nagkaroon na naman tayo ng lockdown for 2 weeks and then the volume started to dwindle again. Diba? So there's no rush. Basta this is a stock to watch kasi you will be putting value on your money. Diba? Ito yung pinag-usapan natin kahapon, book value, EPS, PER. So ang support ko, support 1 is at 550. Ang resistance 1 ko is at 650. So that is my initial buying range. No? So since bumababa naman, blue line cross below red dito, so I am expecting this to go down further. Maybe it's a good price to come in at around 6 pesos, start accumulating slowly all the way to 550, and then pag nag-bounce na siya dahan-dahan, and there's a volume coming in, you may increase your position. Again, this is not a short-term play, no? So we're looking at a medium term dito. 6 to 1 year, 6 months to 1 year. But then again, if everything goes back to normal, you're looking at this stock to go back to mga 10 up 20 pesos. Bakit? Ano bang meron sa Alliance Global? No? Sila yung may-ari ng Pedro Domecq. Alam niyo kung ano yung Pedro Domecq? Yung distillery na gumagawa ng Fundador sa Spain. It's Filipino-owned na. Binili na yun ni Andrew Tan. And before, years ago, Fundador is the biggest selling brandy worldwide. Na-break na yon. Emperador na ang biggest selling brandy worldwide sa Philippine sales alone. Sobrang takaw ng mga Pilipino sa Emperador. I don't know, Emperador ba yun or Emperador Light, but it doesn't matter. Holdings company yung Alliance Global Inc. Naka-public na rin ng Emperador but still partly owned pa rin yun ng Alliance Global. No? Now, meron silang downside. No? This is probably the reason na bumagsak din sila ng malaki. They own the franchise for McDonald's. Yung Golden Arches ba yun? Yes, I think it's Golden Arches. Sila may-ari nun. So same thing yan with Jollibee. They're suffering from the mall operations and then the restaurant-based operation. But then again, ang pinag-iba niya, hindi lang siya concentrated doon sa mall operation. And as I said, meron siya nung Pedro Domecq, meron siya nung he owns partly yung Emperador, he owns partly yung Mega World, no? Kasi siya nga yung holdings company. So, kaya ang laki ng book value niya, if you'll see, 30 pesos. No? And napakalaki ng earnings niya, napaka-generous ng binibigay niya. It's around 180, 150 to 180 annually on a regular basis. So, this is a good stock. So, ang mga target range natin, buying is at 550 to 650. And then resistance 2 target at 7, and then resistance 3 at 10. Again, practice prudence, things reverses. So mama yung COVID-19 numbers natin, we go back to our lockdown, set your cut loss points, okay? Based on your capacity, diba? So, kaya hindi ako naglagay ng cut loss points kasi iba yung capacity ko sa capacity ninyo, sa capacity ng ibang umaatan dito. Alam na naman ninyo kung paano mag-plot niyan. Okay? Pero yung mga pinipili naman natin na stock is mostly nasa discount, nasa baba na. So, talagang worst come to worst lang yung magiging epekto ng pagbagsak. And sana hindi naman na mangyari yun. Okay? Another value for money or value on your money. DMCI, okay, sabi ko nga sa inyo, part siya ng consortium ng Manila Water. Nasa construction din siya, so he will figure significantly din sa infra. Although, I don't know kung nagbibid sila, no? But most of the time, sila yung kumukuha naman ng project pagdating sa construction. For example lang yung discussion 6. San Miguel gets the Bulacan Airport going, baka DMCI ang hawak ng construction. Lagi silang ganon, Highway, laging DMCI may hawak. Bridges, laging DMCI may hawak. So, they will be part of that sector to watch din sa infrastructure. And then meron pa tayong value for money. Current price is around 4 pesos. Okay? And book value niya is 6.20. So trading at a discount of how much? 60%, di ba? EPS is at 0.79. Regularly, nagbibigay din siya ng dividend. And PE at 5, mababa pa rin yung 5 dahil nga ang industry or the whole exchange is averaging around 20% PE. Yung PE ng DMCI is 5 lang. So you will get paid on the price that you bought it after 5 years. Ang ikli ng time horizon na yun. So anything goes after that 5 years, free na yung shares mo ng DMCI. Okay, so that is like really putting value on your money. So ang target natin is support 1 is at 340, resistance 1 is at 4. So yan yung buying range. Again, things goes to from current condition to worse, prepare your cut loss points. Okay, resistance 2 at 440, resistance 3 at 7. At resistance 1, if you will be able to buy it, genius ka, nabili mo sa support 1, that's 17% gain. So itong range na to, you can trade na eh. 340 to 4 pesos, meron ka ng mga 17 to 18% na pinaglalaroan ka. If umakyat ka pa, and it's been reaching that level din, 440, that is already 28. So you're looking at around 20 to 25% return. No, kung nakakabili ka dun sa support. And then eventually things get better. This is not impossible. The stock can go back to around 7 pesos. But again, it's not like you buy it on Monday, by Friday 7 pesos na siya. No. So get a range, don't kapag accumulate, and then again, the volume is not yet there. So there's no rush to come in. Abangan mo yung correction niya, and stochastics, blue line cross below, so it might go down further. So tama lang yung range na pinaprepare natin, 340 to 4 pesos. Okay? Yun yung aking mga sectors and stocks to watch. Okay? So ito yung stock to watch ko. Madami-dami na to. Baka nakukontian pa kayo. You are not a fund manager. But again, this is just trading guidance. You can come up with your own sector. You can come up with your own stocks to watch. Sa akin, it's San Miguel and Agri-Nurture for the food sector. Utilities ko is Meralco and Manila Water. Megawide and sorry, hindi ko nalagay dito, Megawide and IRC, Phil Infradeb sa infra, and then Alliance Global, AGI, and DM Consuni for value for money. Okay? We will end the session on this note, and then this is my contact numbers. Alam naman na niya siguro ito, and then feel free to get in touch with me on anything. But ito maganda. We have enough time. Those are my picks. I'll give you 1 hour. Tapos I will do a case plotting for your stocks. Okay ba yun? Turn over natin muna kay Olga para magkaroon tayo ng Q&A, and then later on we will do the plotting. Okay? Olga, can you take over?
First question from Mr. Paul Pachingel. Is 10% your lowest stop loss or is that too high?
For me, it's manageable. I took some losses higher than 10%. 10% for me is manageable. I can recover the 10% from trading other stocks.
Okay. From Mr. Paul Lapini, how about growth stocks, sir?
Come again?
Growth stocks.
Paul Lapini. Okay. Growth stocks, I consider IRC a growth stock dahil they will be doing the Makati Subway. DMC is also a growth stock. So as the infrastructure project comes in, they should figure well. EEI is also a good company pagdating sa infrastructure. So I would suggest na you look into EEI and then try to plot it on your own. Kasi hindi naman tayo dito spoon-fed. I've shown you how to do the KISS strategy and it's working. I've given you previous back checks. So try ninyo gamitin sa EEI. Umakyat ng konti na yung EEI. Now, bakit siya umakyat? Kasi EEI is supposedly going to be the one that will do the Metro Manila subway. Now, yun na yung speculation nun. After that, wala na. Wala nang news. So, hihintayin mo na uli dumating yung boring machine and mag-start si EEI. So, don't chase the uptrend. Again, mag-set ka uli ng level since maganda yung prospect sa EEI, siya yung gagawa ng Metro Manila subway daw. No? Kung siya yun, well and good. Okay, so try doing it with EEI.
Okay, from Mr. Mod Dabon, ACEN or AC Energy charting?
Later, gagawa tayo ng charting later.
Okay. From Mr. Roy Dimar Flores, Sir, wala kang telco stock to watch out for?
You can do telephone, yung PLDT, and then i-apply mo yung parameters ko sa KISS. Dito, as I said, is over na yung speculation niya. So you watch out for the development na. Now, the same thing. Lagi siyang subject for speculation. Ang kicker sa now siguro is kung matuloy yung mga press release nila. Kasi previous experiences, yung mga press release nila hindi nangyayari. So if there's one press release na mangyari, it's good for now.
Okay. From Mr. Arnie Albay, Sir, what can you say about dito CME?
I just mentioned it,
Yes.
ano? Tapos na speculation doon. So you watch out for the developments na kung nakaka-put up na sila ng mga towers. Madami silang pagdadaanan eh. May mga LGUs, kukuha sila ng mga permits. So yun.
Okay. Next question from Mr. Lawrence Tan. What's your take about MRC, sir?
Medyo speculative siya. So you throw away the fundamentals. Same thing with now. Madami siyang mga press release before na is not happening. If some of the press releases materializes, then you can come into the stock. Ang trade sa MRC is always look for the DNA of speculation. So hanapin mo doon sa chart kung gumagalaw na yung smart money to friends of the smart money. I don't know if you were there when I discussed this nung technical analysis. No? So pag nakikita mo yun, you may trade MRC based on speculation.
Okay. From Mr. Noel De La Rosa, Sir, how about LR?
Okay, LR, i-feature natin mamaya sa stock charting. And then lahat ng mga stock charting natin, lalagyan natin ng common sense. No? So ibig sabihin, may justification yung pagpasok natin.
Okay. Next question from Mr. Al-Rajid Jamiri. Do you recommend mining sector to recover also?
Okay. Common sense, gamitin natin. Mining sector is affected under the Duterte administration. So hindi sila makapag-operate in 100% capacity or 110% capacity. Some of them were shut down and yung iba kasi sinampahan pa ng mga kaso. Now, nag-akyatan yung mga mining stocks, true, in reaction to pag-akyat ng gold and other precious metals. But again, you have to look into the particular stock. Meron ba siyang operation? Nagpo-produce ba talaga siya ng gold to benefit doon sa pag-akyat ng gold, no, sa world market? So, yung iba kasi doon umakyat lang based on speculation, parang knee-jerk reaction sa pag-akyat ng gold. So, for me, case-to-case basis, no? So, halimbawa ako, nag-recommend ako ng APX eh. Mamaya pakikita ako sa inyo the reason why I recommended it. Based on charting lang yon. Kasi when I recommended it, hindi pa umakyat yung gold. Okay, so nag-benefit ako doon sa pag-akyat ng gold. Pero when I plotted the entry and then the targets and the cut loss points, wala pang akyat ng gold. So, case-to-case basis yan. Next.
Okay, next question from Mr. Paul. If you meet your first high target, do you hold or partially sell your position?
Okay. it's very hard to answer the question, ano, kasi all of us, sa market psychology, which I will discuss in the sessions in the coming weeks, yung greed and fear cycle, kahit na 26 years na ako sa stock market, I'm still affected. Okay? And i-discuss ko sa inyo how it is affecting me and then compare it how it is affecting those who are 1 or 2 years pa lang sa market. So yung sasabihin mo na pag na-reach yung first target ninyo, do you sell everything or do you hold on to a few shares? No? Sa akin, totoo yung sinasabi ng tao na sell when happy. Kung sa first target pa lang, you're happy with 30% return, sell mo na lahat yan. Pero if you really think and feel, no, so ginagamit mo yung utak tsaka puso mo, yung emotion mo, naakyat pa, you may sell 50% of your holdings para ma-secure yung pag-akyat. And then if it falls back, you can sell the rest. No? Hindi na madali na siyang ibenta. So you can do that. Basta ako, if I'm satisfied with 30%, I don't care if it's going up to the 50% level. No, satisfied na ako doon. Or baka meron ako nakitang ibang stock na lilipatan. So I cannot wait for it to go high to that 50% level. I'll sell everything at 30% level. So again, it's not a set parameter na I'll sell automatically at 30%. No. It's not that way. Most likely, kaya ako nag-sell at 30% dito dahil mayroon na akong gustong piliin. Or it's just simply that I'm happy at 30% return. Next. Ito may nakita ako.
Next from Mr. Paulo Coaching.
Teka lang. May maganda akong nakita tanong.
Okay.
Nila Sinisa, how about banking industry? Okay. This is my take on the banking. Ang problema natin sa banking ngayon, madaming defaults yan. So, defaults from mga how do you call this, yung socialized housing, yung mga nasa low end na housing. Kasi karamihan dyan yung mga ordinary employees na nag-loan sa bangko or OFWs na nag-loan sa bangko, very capable sila to pay a year ago or several months ago. Kaya lang ngayon, pinauwi na. Yung mga seaman, pinauwi na. Daming cases na ganyan, kilala ko. So banks will be affected. Doon pa lang yan sa housing. How about the small industries na nag-rely sa financing ng bangko, nagpapaikot ng puhunan, di ba? Affected din sila dahil hindi rin sila makakabayad. To the retail level, yung mga may credit cards, okay? Ang daming nag-miss ng payment sa credit card. Kung sanay ka gumamit ng credit card and then you pay the entire amount that is due to you before the pandemic, ngayon baka lagi kang 50% lang or 25% lang. Now, apektado sila. Now, you have to look for the value pagdating sa banks. Sabi ko nga, yung tinuro natin kahapon, you check dividend yield niya, yung PE ratio niya, yung EPS niya. Kasi makikita mo doon kung if the bank will be able to survive yung rough times during the pandemic. Kasi things will improve naman eh. It will not go on forever. Yung virus, whether it will take 6 months or 1 year or 2 year, magkakaroon ng vaccine yan. So there is a light at the end of the tunnel. Now, the banks that are capable of giving out funds to mga borrowers as we open up our economy, sila yung makikita na maganda. So look for banks that is awash with cash. For example, BDO, no? May problema sila ngayon, yung mga malls ng SM, problemado yan. Yung iba dyan, yung mga retail dyan, iba dyan, umuutang sa kanila. But look at the assets of the bank. So if they can sustain the liabilities and then survive this pandemic, I think they will do better pag nag-recover na. Pero again, you don't buy immediately na parang okay, buy na ako ulit. So I think it's going to be a long process for the banking sector. You really have to see how the pandemic will affect them. Makikita naman natin yan, quarterly maglalabas ng mga earnings yan. So watch out for the development pagdating sa bank. But I'm not totally putting out or discounting the banking sector. I'm closely watching it, kaya lang wala pa akong ma-identify ng mga stocks. So kaya hindi siya kasama. Okay?
Okay. Next question from Mr. Alex and Miguel. Hi, any suggestion on percentage allocation on your recommended stocks? Example, San Miguel, 20% of my fund.
Okay. Kahit naman kasi nasa stock to watch ko siya or sector to watch, it doesn't mean na I will buy all of those na nasa list ko. So, ini-screen ko pa rin siya kung sino talaga yung pumasok na doon sa parameter ko ng pagbili. Okay? So, ganito yung aking allocation. Ano? Let's say I have a fund of 1,000,000. Most of the time, with the very few exception, I hold about 3 to 5 stocks lang. So kung 3 stock ang hawak ko, that 1,000,000 will be allotted 33% each. Diba? Kung 5 naman, that they will be allotted 20% each. Now, bakit ako mahawak ng 3 to 5 stocks? At any given time kasi, there is no guarantee sa stock market. One stock will go up, one stock will remain flat, one stock will go down. So meron kang manageability. You can manage na kakat ko na tong losing stock, ilipat ko dito sa not moving or i-add ko dito sa umakyat. So nandoon yung liberty ko to transfer from one stock to another. Unlike yung buong 1,000,000, lalagay ko lang sa isang stock. So most of the time, ganun yung allocation ko. So 33%, kung 3 lang yung hawak ko, kung 5 naman yung hawak ko, it will be 20% of my fund. Now, I don't go beyond 5 stocks. No? Hindi mo ako makikita lumalampas sa 5. So mga 7 or 10 or 15, no? Lalong-lalo na yung mga ganun. No? Avoid doing that. Kasi pag ganun kadami yung stock na hawak mo, it will just cancel out one another. Yung isa, umakit ka nga ng 30%, losing ka naman sa 30% sa isa. Sa dami niyan, hindi mo mamomonitor at hindi mo alam kung ano yung ililipat mo saan or whatever. Okay, so yun yung aking allocation.
Okay. Next from Mr. Paulo Coaching. Hi sir, how about AXLM or Axelum and fruit?
Okay. Problema nila yung network, no? Kasi masyado, para silang Jollibee. Reliant sila sa mall operation and franchising. It's dead right now. You can go to the malls. Baka yung prutas stall, sarado or wala naman ding bumibili. No? So franchising, who will franchise right now? So you will have to wait for the COVID-19 to be eradicated bago siguro mag-jump up yung franchising again. No? Franchising na ang nauuso ngayon, yung mga online. I don't think you will do online naman sa prutas dahil dito sa mga kapitbahay mo, mayroon na gumagawa ng mga fruit shakes. So let's see how they will evolve. Let's see kung ano yung plans nila. I'm sure the management of prutas is coming up with augmentation plans, no, para hindi ka naman maka-fully recover pero at least partially maka-recover yung operations mo. So antayin mo yung mga developments. Xelum, I don't know kung ano yung network nila. Pero they are supposed to supply mga coconut needs sa mga companies. So kung may network sila, I don't think they will be affected too much by the pandemic. Dahil parang agri-nurture dapat yan. Tuloy pa din yung distribution nila ng coconut products nila. But I'm not closely following the stock, so I suggest you check on the earnings na nilabas nila. Kung hindi sila affected ng pandemic, dapat maganda pa rin yan. And then check yung physical delivery, how they deliver yung products nila sa market.
Okay. Next from Mr. Mark Jenson Dinglasan. Vita. Vita, sir.
Okay. Vita, management track record, hindi ako masyadong pasado sa kanila, no? Dahil from the beginning, ang pagkakaalam ko, no, laging nag-aaway yung may infighting doon sa management, ano, parang magkakapatid. Magmula nung namatay ata yung matandang Sarmiento. So hindi magkasundo yung magkapatid, hindi naapektuhan yung company. Now, I don't know kung na-settle na yan. If na-settle na yan, they should do well. Bakit? Kasi hindi rin naman sila mall-based, hindi rin naman sila franchise related na stock. So dapat may network sila ng delivery. So you check kung mayroong network ng delivery yan, nagkakapag-deliver pa rin sila sa mga groceries, hindi lang sa Metro Manila and throughout the entire Philippines, dapat maganda pa rin yung earnings niya. So look at the earnings ng first half. Pagka pangit yung earnings niyan, walang delivery network yan. Okay, so they rely yung sa mga kumukuha lang doon sa plants nila, yung mga mga middlemen. So kung walang middlemen directly delivering, good yung Vitarich. Again, look at the chart. Tingnan mo ngayon so look at the earnings muna and then look at the charts. Apply mo yung case parameters natin.
Okay. Next question from Mr. Lapining. How about logistics, sir?
Logistics slowly will recover. Alam mo naman kasi yung even agri-nurture is just starting to deliver sa China. No? So on a limited capacity pa yon. But again, it's a good start. Kasi yung local naman nila is okay. So additional income yung China sa kanila dahil nakakapag-deliver na sila. And eventually, ang markets ng agri-nurture, US, Australia, and then meron pa sila sa Japan. No? So pag nag-normalize yung logistics, moving ng goods from one country to another, you can get into the logistics sector. But right now, tingin ko yung travel and then yung logistics movement of goods medyo hindi siya pasasabay doon sa magli-lead, no? Siguro after the leaders, siya yung to follow.
Okay. Next from Ms. Marky Sanchez. Hi sir, how about Greenergy and Merrimart?
Merrimart, okay, same thing, nag-IPO sila. We will find out in the next couple of months kung saan nila gagamitin yung proceeds ng IPO nila. Tapos na yung speculation sa Merrimart, no, yung parang mag-aala DD. It made its run. So right now, developments na ang antay mo dyan. The purpose of the IPO is to put up more stores. So again, yung location ng stores na ilalagay, they have the capability kasi DD is nationwide. Madami silang mga buildings all throughout the country, no? And they can easily plug in yung Merrimart stores nila. So watch out na lang for the announcements coming from the company.
Okay. Next from Mr. Jojo. Sir, if you have 100,000 pesos, how many stocks should you buy?
Not more than 3. Not more than 3. Kasi it's based on percentage naman. Whether it's 1 million or 100,000, you're allotting 33% to each stocks. Diba? So yun yung aking philosophy.
Okay. Next from Ms. Everly Kerr. Sir, what's your take in Holcim?
Cement. Okay. Again, the cement industry went up as a knee-jerk reaction doon sa infra, yung announcement ng government that we will start. They may have a good future, no? Dahil pag nag-umpisa talaga yung infra projects, it's going to be big for them and will contribute a lot doon sa bottom line nila. I don't think they will lead, but they will follow the leader. So watch out lang din sa mga announcement. Key dyan yung earnings No? Kung itong pandemic, mayroon pa rin mga nagpapagawa ng bahay, may nagpapagawa ng mga kalye, and they are still earning well, then do a chart, a case chart on it, or kung ano man yung system na ginagamit mo, do charting, set your targets, come up with a trading plan.
Okay. Next question from Mr. Cesar Abanes. Cement industry, CHP and CHP.
I just answered yung sa cement.
Apa, cement. Okay. Next from Mr. J. Crescena. What is your take on dito? Considering that there is a news about US-Taiwan fiber cable laying was canceled due to US-China war.
As I said, dito tapos na yung speculation. You watch out for the developments. Itong cancellation ng fiber cable allegedly due to US-China war. Again, this is temporary. In October, US may have a new president, or US-China, bago-bago yung kanilang stance. There are months na okay sila, and then the following month, magkaaway na naman. So just watch out for the development. Ako, I will concern myself more dun sa local development ng dito. Pagkalimutan mo muna yung fiber cable na yan. It is a big news, but I think medyo napopoliticize yan. So dito muna, ang mandate nila is to come up with a tower. So bantayan mo muna yung pagpuput up nila ng towers, and then watch closely the development. Kasi if they don't do that, that's the first step. The rest will not follow suit pagdating sa dito. Next.
Okay, next from Miss Cora San. How about GMA 7?
Okay, GMA 7, napakasimple. Earnings play yan. Kahit pa meron ng digital content ang ABS-CBN, they will not be able to produce the same income that they were producing when they had the franchise. So yung mga advertisers, hindi yan magbabayad ng 1 million sa online content per minute. Kasi yun ang average na advertising fee sa TV, 1 million pesos per minute. So yung advertising income na yan will most likely go to GMA or TV5, pero most likely GMA. So they right now pa lang I watch news in the evening sa Channel 7, and from time to time I watch It Bulaga pag may free time ako. Grabe yung commercial. I mean, parang in a span of 1 hour, kalahati, 30 minutes yung commercial. So right now, they are feeling the income that is being generated because of the closure of ABS-CBN. So good yan. Hindi siya aakyat in a week or a month, pero short to medium term na time frame siguro it will. So gawan mo lang din ng KISS charting or chart na ginagamit mo at this present time, then set your targets. Okay yung GMA 7 sa akin.
Okay. Next from Miss Joyce Dayanghirang. Hi sir, what's your take on renewable energy?
Good.
Where do you see it in 5 to 10 years?
Okay, good yan. It's always better to go for companies na meron ongoing project. Okay? So yung number 1 is yung ASEN. Meron silang project sa Vietnam. Greenergy later on, I will also talk about yung project nila sa renewable energy. So hindi porke renewable energy ka na is nag-claim ka na wala ka naman project. I mean, it doesn't fit, di ba? So always look for the company that has ongoing projects, and then credible yung management.
Okay. Next from Mr. Al-Jamiri. What is your take on AC and Ali during this time of pandemic?
Okay, AC and Ali, try to look for the value. Kasi blue chips yan, lalo-lalo na AC, which is the holding company of the Ayala. Ali, high-end naman na project nan eh. So temporary lang din ang effect niya. Kasi I feel right now, ang magkakaproblema sa housing sector or real estate, yung nandoon sa lower part. Kasi nandoon yung mga individuals na magmi-miss ng payments eh. So sa mga higher end, it's not going to be a problem so much. Okay, so Ali and AC is good. Just come up with your targets lang din. Leading, okay. I doubt kung sila yung magli-lead, but these are traditionally good blue chips company.
Next from Mr. Lawrence Tan. IDC and All HC. All HC is Ayala Land Holding, Logistics Holding.
Logistics, I'm not familiar with the company, no? Yung IDC naman, again, you have to look at the individual projects. Nasa high-end sector ba to or nasa lower-end sector? Kung nasa lower-end sector, yung company or yung real estate na binibili mo, or real estate stock na binibili mo, they will have difficulty. Until next year pa yan. Dahil lahat ng mga nawalan ng trabaho ng mga seaman, OFWs, or locally employed will not be able to pay your projects. Diba? Now, kung nasa higher end yung projects mo, I don't know kung ano yung projects ng IDC, no? Ayan yung Italpinas, di ba? So kung higher end yung project nila, they won't be affected. Pero kung nasa lower end, socialized housing, but may problema. May problema.
Okay. Next, from Mr. Isaac Agawin. Sir, how about tech companies, SSP and tech?
Okay. The problem with tech companies is you have to be on the edge every time, ano, kasi if you will not be able to compete with the others, no, kasi open yan, hindi lang yan sa local, pati yung international tech companies is your competitor, no. You will have difficulty in against the competition, just like what happened to Surpass, ano. They started out as a darling, pero eventually mga dinidevelop pala nilang app is not making money. So again, watch out for the developments. I'm not closely following the tech sector in the Philippines, no, dahil more on doon sa US markets. I will take a look, no, so I cannot really answer you 100% complete dahil I'm not following the tech sector dito sa Philippines.
Okay. Next question from Mr. Atoy Babiera. How about, sir, sa electronic industry? Tumataas ang gold and nickel kasi malakas ang demand sa electronic like circuit board.
Okay, very few lang naman yung electronics company dito sa atin. If I'm not mistaken, Ionics, no? Pero thinly traded siya and inactive. So I don't see very good prospects, no? Unless mas-subject uli siya sa speculation. Doon lang gumagalaw yung Ionics pag may speculation. Without the speculation, it's dead. So hindi ko as I said, active trader ako, so I follow those that are actively trading. Sa electronic industry, not so much. Maybe nakapag-contribute siya sa pag-akyat ng gold and nickel, but again, yung local companies ba natin, ilan yung percentage? No? So most likely, the electronic industry doon sa labas ng Pilipinas ang nag-cause ng pagtaas ng gold and nickel prices.
Okay. Next, question from Mr. Alvin Merritt. Mr. Fernando, for build, you think the government has more projects or developments in store, or we have seen almost all what's in store?
I don't think there are probably some more projects in the burner, pero they will probably concentrate on those that were announced, no. Meron yan yung mga Cebu Cordoba Bridge, no, yung airport, yung Bulacan Airport, itong connection ng SLEX to NLEX, most likely yan. Subway, they will start and they're targeting at least 3 stations to be finished before the end of the term of Duterte. 3 station is nothing. Pero ceremonial yan and it's a good start, no? Kasi it's better than nothing kasi yung puro plan lang yung nakikita mo. If they will be able to produce those 3 stations before the end of Duterte's term, then the next 15 is just around the corner. So good pa rin yan, no? So I think they will concentrate on what was announced rather than those that are projects under development. Pero I'm sure meron yan. Continuous process naman yan eh. And then yung funding kasi niyan is nakabase din sa magiging partners nila kung mayroong private partners and yung sa funding ng annual fund ng government.
Okay. Next question from Mr. J. Crucena. How about international market? Which would you recommend to buy for 12 months investment horizon? The likes of S&P 500, European Index, or MSCI Asia
Okay.
X Japan?
I will be put on the spot, no, dun sa question mo. Personal ko, no, this is my personal view. I think the next couple of months, ano, until the election is over in the US, magkakaroon ng confusion and then magkakaroon ng instability sa US markets. So most likely we will see it correcting, and then some funds may pull out sa US markets. Bakit? They don't like, kasi funds kasi don't like instability. Right now, there is no clear winner, no, kung si Trump or si Biden ang mananalo. Kung ngayon pa lang na-establish na mukhang si Trump, then we don't have problem. Kung ngayon pa lang na-establish na si Biden, then we don't have a problem. Pero yun yung problema. There's no clear winner as of today as we speak. So I don't see any upside na masyadong malakas sa US. In fact, I expect them to go down and correct some more, and then some funds may pull out. Initially, magsasuffer yung other markets, but I think we will stand to gain kasi yung mga lalabas dyan or yung lumabas na, they will look for places to go into, and I think nasa Asia talaga ang punta nila. They will not go to Europe. Europe is decaying. There's nothing going on there. So it's just the US markets and the Asian markets. Unless they want to trade Pakistan or ano pa ba, other markets doon sa region na.
Okay. Next from Mr. Mark Dinglasan, STI, sir.
Haven't followed it, no, but I'm sure affected sila ngayon sa enrollment nila. And nagkaroon ng problema yung may-ari, no? Nakalimutan ko yung pangalan, si Josie Tanco. So meron siya mga personal problems na kinakaharap, STI, meron kinakaharap sa education, no? Dahil yung what is going on with the pandemic, I'm sure yung enrollment nila is suffering right now, no? So medyo may problema din sila. I don't think I would touch STI at this point in time unless there is a speculation, let's say na binibenta siya or whatever. So kung wala, I will look for other stocks na sa tingin ko magli-lead. No?
Okay.
Okay.
Next question.
Kailan.
Okay. Okay.
We end the questions. Gusto ko nang pumunta doon sa charting para magkaroon tayo ng konting time, no? Para makita pa natin yung mga ibang stocks. Okay, sandali lang. I-share ko lang yung screen ko.
Okay. Please input your requested stocks. We'll do case charting, sir.
Okay, I will show muna yung Apex ko. Okay, ito yung Apex. I did this May 6, 2020. No, sorry. June 5, 2020. June 5, 2020. Before gold went up, no? So nakita ko lang it formed, what is this? Reverse head and shoulder or inverted head and shoulder. So that is what? A bullish sign. Volume is coming in. So nag-set ako ng target. Sabi ko, you may start buying at around 1 peso level. And then initial target of 116, 115, and then 125, and then 140 for 36.8% return. Without the benefit of knowing that the gold is about to come up. Nag-set pa ako ng cut loss point at 11.8% dito at around 90 cents. Tama? Okay, what did Apex do? In a matter of 1 or 2 months, umabot siya ata ng mga 170. So not bad, that's 70% in 2 months. Using our KISS pattern lang. Nakakita ako ng reverse head and shoulder, may volume coming in, ito. Okay, so this is how I do it. Napaka-simple lang. And hindi lang yan. I gave out a KISS chart on IRC. I gave out a KISS chart on Greenergy. I gave out a KISS chart on Megawide din. So, punta na tayo doon sa charting. Sandali lang ha. Okay, ito. Nakikita na ninyo. This is Leisure and Resorts World, LR. Okay. It has been going down since na in-announce ni Duterte na bawal ang casino sa Boracay. Okay, bakit ko siya pinapansin? Okay, not because nagkaroon na dito ng signal, no? Kasi signal naman niya means nothing, wala namang volume na pumapasok eh. Okay? Although it's been trading on a range between 120 to around 160, which is good enough. Tingnan natin kung ilan yung return, no? Kung matitrade mo siya between 120 to 160, not bad, 30%, no? So yan ang range niya. But the reason why I'm closely monitoring this stock is because remember, bumili na to ng mga lupa sa Boracay. Hindi lang sa Boracay, pati dun sa kabila, Katiklan, madami silang bilhin ng lupa. So money was infused already by the partner, no, yung foreign partner. Nakatenga yung lupa na yan. Remember, the tourism industry right now is suffering. Madaming hotels na magsasara. I don't think they will recover. In fact, right now, pag tumingin kayo sa mga real estate groups, you can buy a hotel and beachfront property with a swimming pool sa Batangas for 60 million pesos. Operational na, may rooms na. So everybody is selling at a discount. This company has vast tracts of land sa Boracay and Katiglan. If ever they can take advantage, nag-normalize na, they have the cash, they have the capability to put up a first-class resort sa Boracay, even without the casino. Okay? So I'm looking at this doon sa opportunity na yan. And at the same time, 2022 is also getting near. So there is a good chance that the new administration is not going to be the same as Duterte na ayaw ng casino sa Boracay. Remember, whoever is going to win will have the brunt of the problems created by COVID-19. No, so kailangan mo ng mga income-generating projects. And gambling is always a big income-generating project. So lalong-lalo na kung magkakaroon ka ng casino sa Boracay. I'm not saying the project will proceed, but the possibility and my risk-reward ratio is so great. Kasi right now, it's trading at an average price of around 140, 130, no? Look at where it came from. 7 pesos, 8 pesos. So yung risk reward ko, it's trading at the bottom practically. So walang nangyayari sa company. But all of that can change. Diba? They have the land. Ito, mayroon pang gap dito. Okay? So for me, this is one company na pwede kong tingnan for the longer term horizon. More than a year. Who knows? Baka short term. But right now, the possibilities are there. Now, so watch out for further developments, and then again, do not rush into buying dahil wala namang pa nangyayari sa company. The reason why I'm looking at it is yung possibility. So the possibility may or may not happen. Okay? So buying range anywhere between 140 to 120, you can start accumulating. Buy ka ng 10, 20,000 shares on a weekly basis or whatever kung extra money mo lang naman yan. What is the worst thing that could happen? Nothing. Hindi matuloy yung project nila, the stock stays at those levels. Pwede mo naman i-unload 10, 20,000 at a time. Okay? So this is one stock that I'm closely monitoring. And pagka mayroong mga developments, I'm very sure you will see it on my timeline. Okay? Kasi nasa radar ko na tong LR. Okay? Next stock, Olga.
MBT, sir.
Metro Bank?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
From Mr. Steve Delmar.
Okay, same reason, no? Kanina, I'm not closely looking at banking sector because baka magka-problema sila sa mga loans nila, no? But then again, sabi ko nga, you look at the financial condition, well, right now dito sa Metro Bank, same thing, look for value. So check na ninyo yung book value nito, i-check na ninyo yung earnings niya, EPS, PE ratio. Bakit? Kasi it's trading at too much of a discount na to. It's at 30 pesos wherein like several months ago lang, no, na 2019 is trading at 110. Tingnan pa natin for other years, ano. So 128. So dito ka na lang tumingin sa 110. So tingnan mo na kung how much of a discount Metrobank is. If it is trading at a discount, ano, tapos yung PE niya, let's say, is at around 5 to 10% lang, then gawan mo na siya ng charting dito. Hindi na, madali lang naman. No? Tanggalin natin muna yung volume. Let's say super discounted siya. Okay, para makita natin yung price. Obvious naman, gagawa ka ng support 1. Saan siya nagbabounce? Ito, double bottom na nga. Oh. So it's around 33 pesos. Ano yung resistance 1 mo? I would say at this level of mga 36. 36, 37 level. Kung diyan ka magbibili sa 36, tingnan natin yung upside mo based on percentage. At bad, 12% na. Pero ito yung i-break niya na level. And then next level or resistance 2 should be at this level. Taas-taas na to. 42. So from here, ano yung projections mo, target price mo, should earn you mga 27%. Now, things go back to normal. I think it could easily go to this level. Anong level ito? $65. Huwag mo na munang ambisyonin yung 100 plus. Ito ko lang muna sa projections na ganito. So from current levels, let's say, hindi ka naman nervyoso, kaya mo mag-hold, may holding power ka, no? You bought at these levels, you're looking at 96% return. So this is a good trade. Again, tingnan lang natin kung heavily discounted na. So saan natin makikita? Book value, EPS, PER. So pag discounted siya, this is a good buy. Draw up the parameters na. Ito na yung parameters. I've drawn it up for you. So buying level mo dyan is around 33 to 36 pesos. And then initial target 42 to 45. And then yun na, yung mga nasa 60 level. This is not bad. You're looking at 96% return. At the most, di ba? Could go here pa. This level, 868, and even this one, na 70 level. Kasi mayroon dito ang, ano yan, gap down. Okay, nag-gap down siya. I forgot, mayroon mga negative news dito eh. I-check nyo lang, back check nyo na lang. Kaya nagkaroon ng gap down. Ito pala, may dividend pala. Okay, so yan. So nagbigay ng magandang stock dividend. So this is a good blue chip na regularly nagbibigay ng earnings sa mga shareholders niya. Naapektuhan din ng pandemic and then just check kung okay na siya, discounted siya sa market. Okay? May buying signal pa dito, blue line crossing above the red. But then again, hindi naman kalakihan pa yung volume niya, so you don't chase the price. So set your targets muna. Next stop.
Okay, next from Mr. Mott Dabon, AC Energy, ASEN.
ASEN. Oh, sorry. Wala siyang, hindi updated yung charting software ko. Kasi iba tong stock na to dati. So, hindi pa siya nadudugtong. Okay? I may have to do it on a different charting software, pero right now, I'm only using Chart Nexus. Again, development lang din naman ang inaantay mo dito. They have ongoing projects sa Vietnam. Okay itong ACN. Set ka lang ng price entries. Hindi natin may pakita ngayon dito kasi hindi updated yung aking software. I-request mo yan para i-update nila. So next week, i-request kong i-update. So try natin maggawa ng targets based on that, no? Pero on your own, kung meron kang ginagamit na software, you can do it on your own. You attended the technical analysis session that we had, and then you have seen how I do it. Try mong gayahin and then apply din some of your own. No? Dahil wala nang to each his own yan eh. If it's working for me, it might not work for you. No? So, but ACN is a good stock to buy. No? Next stock.
Next stock, APX. Apex Mining.
Yes, okay. Hindi ko na siya nasundan after nagbigay ako, no? So what? Apex Mining. Okay. Tingnan natin ang volume. Tingnan natin kung people are still coming in. Okay, so nagdi-decline yung volume. Bad yan. Blue line crossed below. Tama? So blue line crossed below, ano yun? Bearish. So set tayo ng mga support. Saan mo siya pwedeng pulutin? $150 is a good price. And then another one. $120 na. So yan yung mga possible retracement na gagawin niya. If 120 doesn't hold, you're looking at it to go back again sa 1 peso. Dito yon sa neckline ng reverse head and shoulder. Okay? Now, if you want 150 to hold, dapat magbigay ng buying signal to and then volume will come in. Forward green dapat yan. If it doesn't hold, dito mo na siya abangan sa mga 120 levels. Okay? And pagka binrake yung 120, medyo breakdown na yung chart formation na, it will go back to 1 or even lower. Okay, so pag pumasok ka sa 120s or something, you have to see significant volume coming in, like this one, no? Diba? Kung tutusin mo, para siyang DNA of speculation. When I gave out the buying at 1 peso, kasi nga i-break na itong reverse head and shoulder, smart money. Friends, and saan pumapasok si soccer? Sa tok-tok. Pero hindi naman to naging subject for speculation. Nag-react ito sa gold price. Now, gold is going down. So, nag-reflect din siya sa price ng APX kasi doon niya siya nag-react. Diba? So, you don't have to wait naman for the gold to go up or down. Dito pa lang sa kiss charting natin, nagbigay na ng buying signal. Reverse head and shoulder, blue line cross above the red line. Karoon ng volume spike. It's a given na. Sa akin, pasok na yun sa parameters. Buy na yun. Based on a short-term trading environment. 140 nga lang ang target ko, di ba? It went up, it went beyond. Parang nag-176 pa. Okay, so that's the outlook on Apex Mining. Next stock.
Next stock, AEV. Aboitiz.
Okay,
Yes,
ito. Maganda
Aboitiz.
Pampanita. I just don't know lang kung tingin ko lang mas maganda yung Aboitiz Power. Pero let's take a look at Aboitiz Equity. Kasi ito yung holdings. Again, kitang-kita, walang volume. So it's a stagnant stock. So kahit na nagbigay siya ng buying dito, umakyat ng konti, but nothing significant came in. Ano? Let's take a look. Okay. Check din kung discounted siya. No? So kung may value for money, most likely meron naman ito siguro. So look for the book value, EPS, and PER. And then pagka trading at a discount siya, then form your targets. Ang hindi lang maganda dito, this is almost like a triple top or double top. This is a double top eh. First top, second top. Or you can also include this. This is a triple top. No? Once going for you, nagpo-form din siya ng bottoms. So may double bottom siya dito. So yan yung range mo na agad. Drawingan mo na yan. Ito yung buying range ko. If ever nakita mo na na trading at a discount siya, so this is 45. And ang top niya is around 51. So yan yung support and resistance mo. Support 1 and resistance 1. Diyan ka magti-trade, you're looking at how many percent return. Medyo maliit, 13% or 14%. Next level, kung binirate niya itong resistance na to, you're looking at this. So tingnan natin kung manageable or worth ba the percentage of return. So next resistance niya is 23%. So yun yung dapat ang medyo ina-achieve mo. Total hindi naman to actively trading. So ito nga, maliit yung volume. So strictly follow mo yung targets mo based on the support and resistance. Support 1 and resistance 1. So as much as possible, pag nag-approach sa support 1, doon ka bibili. And then you can put your cut loss dito, which is 42. Tingnan natin kung inong, kasi baka mag-breakdown, di ba? Worst comes in, may mga news na negative. Okay. Okay, 7%. So maganda rin naman yung yung cut loss point mo. You're looking at potentially 15 to 23% gain based on this parameter, itong area na to, diyan ka nagtitrade. And then sa cut loss point mo naman in case of a breakdown, 7%. So risk and reward is good for you. So this is the way I'm going to trade PEV. Okay, next stop.
Next, Wilcon.
Wilcon. Okay, nagpagawa ako ng bahay last year. Malaki-laki ang kinita sa akin nito. Well, this is good. This is an ascending triangle. Okay, hindi ko ito napafollow closely. Kitang-kita yung ascending triangle niya. So this is the, This is the support line moving upwards. Kitang-kita, ang daling i-plot. And then, dito yung resistance niya. So this is an ascending triangle. So converging lines, lower, going up, and then yung higher line niya is flat. Most likely, i-break niya yan, yung resistance na yan. Coupled with the volume, abangan nyo din yung buying signal dito. Bababa pa ng konti yan. Siguro magta-touch ulit siya dito sa kanyang lower support. So it will give enough time para pumunta siya dito sa oversold level. Okay? And then, hopefully magkaroon ng volume para masustain. Kung i-break man niya itong support na resistance na to, and then it will go higher. Tingnan natin kung saan pupunta. So, it all depends on, let's say dito ka nakabili sa area na to. Ito na yung kitang-kita naman yung tina-target mo is 18 yan. So, tingnan natin kung is it worth it. Nakabili ka na dito. Market na yung ascending. So, you're looking at mga 19-20%, not bad. Okay, pagka binalik naman niya itong lower support mo, which is very unlikely, kasi the trend has been established. Hindi naman siya masyadong flat yung volume. So, kaya lang walang significant na para i-push and ma-break yung resistance. So, kung sakasakali naman it goes against you, diyan ka bumili around 16, obvious naman dito ka magka-cut at around 14.60. Cut ka na dyan. So, ilang percent yan? Bought it at around this level. Not bad. It's 8.1%. So, magandang trading plan, di ba? Based on the parameters ng charting natin. Okay? Next stock.
Next stock, IDC.
IDC. Sa Natal Pinas. Yun. Okay, same. Ito, this is a descending naman to. So, downward bias siya. But what is good is trading na siya flat. So, same thing lang. Abangan mo yung blue line crossing above. Ito, nag-cross blue line crossing above. Kaya lang walang volume. Kasi there has to be an accompanying volume para ma-push yan pataas. Okay? And then dapat continuous. Hindi kagaya nito. There's a volume spike pero susundan ng dalawang selling volume. So it has to be a continuous push ng buying volume. No? Tapos gawa natin ng chart. Kitang-kita naman yung support niya is this one. So 155. And then resistance mo is at around this level. Okay, hindi ko masyadong pina-follow ito. So you check kung ano yung mga projects niya. Socialized housing ba to or nasa high end? Pag nasa high end ito, hindi naman to magiging masyadong affected. Pag low end, nagkakaproblema na to sa collection right now. As the case sa kahit na ano pang mga ibang low-cost housing na company. Maganda yung trading range mo. You're looking at 32%, no? Without breaking pa the top end. Huwag ka lang maging greedy. So kung if you can trade this effectively, tingnan mo, how many times it touches itong support? 1, 2, 3, 4 times, no? In a span of what? How many months? March, April, May, June, July, August. 5 months. So, yung range na yun, you can trade the stock. If you're not greedy, no? Happy with the 20% return. Kasi hindi mo naman siya mabibenta sa tuktok. Hindi mo naman siya mabibili sa babang-baba. Di ba? Kung may range ka. So, 20% is good. For the last 4 or 5 months, tapos pandemic, you're getting 20% consistent yun. 4 times na dapat. Diba? If you are just following or monitoring Ital Pinas. So, yun yan eh. Ika nga to each his own yan eh. Kung pina-follow mo ito, dapat you're taking advantage. Kasi for the last 5 months, so ayan, nakitang-kita na yung range niya. Okay? Next stock.
Next stock, Mark
So,
Ventures.
Salalay ito sa mining, no? Sa gold. So titingnan mo na agad yung presyo ng gold if it's correcting or not. Mark Ventures. Pero gawa natin ng chart. Dahil the chart doesn't know naman ng price ng gold eh. Okay. Blue line. Ano to? Blue line crossing below the red. Nagbigay na ng selling signal. Alam mo, classic ito ah. This is, wala talagang volume for the last several months. And then all of a sudden, nagkaroon ng activity dito. This is an activity. Look at the past. So wala, zero. Then nagkaroon ng activity, may buying spike pa dito. Ito kahit na selling to, most likely may nag-cross dyan eh. May sumalo dyan eh. Kasi sino magbebenta at that price? Wala nang nagtitrade eh. Diba? So may block sale na ginawa dyan or kinro sa market. I don't know, hindi ko nakita. This is what? Smart money, friends, and then this is the soccer. Ang bilis lang ng ginawa nila. And this is what? The bull trap. Classic bull trap yan. Okay, bagay natin. Ito yung smart money. Sumulat. Si Prince, si Soccer, lagi sa tuktok mo pa Soccer, and this is the bull trap. Bull trap kasi baka hindi pa complete yung selling nila. Diba? Now, how will you trade this? Obviously, trade it going down. So, abang ka na ng mga supports. Now, closely follow the gold prices. Dahil pag wala silang mapapagbasihan ng speculation, it will not go up. Diba? So, pagka gumalaw uli yung precious metals, there is a chance. I don't even know kung nagpo-produce ito ng gold or copper or silver. So, check nyo na lang on your own. Punta kayo sa PSEI, puntahan ninyo yung Mark Ventures. Kung hindi ito nagpo-produce, let's say halos zero operation siya, purely speculation lang ito. Pero kung nagpo-produce naman siya, so medyo nagre-react siya sa presyo ng gold. Okay, so this is the first support. Kano yan? 90. Okay, so pwede ka mag-consider pumulot dyan kung sa tingin mo akit pa yung gold, kung doon siya naka-base. If not, it might go down to this level, which is 78. Kitang-kita, di ba? Yan yung consolidation level. If not, patay tayo dyan. Ito na yan sa baba. Oh, sorry. Ito sa 78. And then, balik na siya sa level na to. 50s. 0.54. Okay, maganda yung return niya kung masasakyan may speculation. Dahil started at around 50 centavos and then went as high as 104. So looking at 100% return. But those kinds of return during the pandemic period, yan, speculative siya. So baka ma-subject ka sa soccer stage and sa bull trap. I think this is a clear bull trap. You will see this go back to this level or dito muna, 90s and then 80. Pagka yung gold or the other precious market starts correcting further, bumaba pa, it will continue to go down. Pero if you see news items saying that gold is going up again, nasaan dito sa level na to, you might consider. Or at this level, you might consider. Kung dito naman, you are praying for another round of speculation. Now, anong problema kung dito ka bumili sa dalawang tuktok na to? Well, this is your cut loss points. Diba? Dapat makalabas ka na dito sa 90, no? 89. Pag dito, talagang matigas ka pa din, wala namang galaw or movement ang gold, kabili ka dyan, nahawakan mo pa rin dito. Ito na ngayon yung sasabihin mo sa misis mo, long term tayo sa gold. Okay? Pag umabot pa siya dito, so you're facing what? 50% loss. Ito na yung nag-start ka na as for divine intervention. Tumuod ka na sa Quiapo or Baclaran. So as much as possible, avoid luluhod ka sa Quiapo or Baclaran. So apply prudence, take your losses, no? Dahil you can always transfer to another stock. So kung hindi ka pa naman nakakabili, these are the prices that you might consider getting in, depending on the speculation going around. Okay? So yan ang take ko sa Mark Venture.
Okay.
Next stock.
Sir, we have 15 more stock requests.
Dami pala, no? Last two muna
Yes,
tayo.
sir.
May message nyo na lang ako. Feel free, no? Tong week na to, hindi ko man yan masagot on the day itself, I will try to answer it. No? Kasi madami din nagme-message sa akin. Last two muna tayo.
Okay, sir. Yung nadoble na lang po.
Okay.
Fruit.
Fruit. Sakto, nandito. Okay. Volume ang problema natin. Kitang-kita. No? What is good about it is meron na siyang range na na-establish. So, dali gawa ng drawing yan. So, range is around this level. Anong level yan? 110. So, that's your initial support. And then 130. Oh, sorry. 110. And then 130. After 130, we're looking at 148. So yan yung range niya. You may target the initial resistance of 130 and 140. Assuming na dito ka bumibili sa range ng initial support. Breakdown naman, wala na masyadong breakdown nito dahil ang lowest price niya is 99. So unless magkaroon ng dramatic na negative news, 18%, not bad. Trading lang, trading. You're not asking for the moon and the stars na parang lottery ticket. Gusto ko maka-hit ng mga 400% return. 30%. This is not bad. Yung range niya, since April lang yan na-establish. Buying it at around 110. Pag sinuwerte ka, mapulot mo pa sa piso. You can sell it at around 130, 140. 30-40% return. Not bad. So, yun ang trading range ko. Now, yung prutas nga, as I said, nagkaroon sila ng problema dahil mall-based ito eh. Sayang nga, maganda, nagpipick up ang momentum na ito nung nag-IPO siya. Siyempre, nakilala ng tao, o nasa news kayo palagi, so maiingan yung tao bumili sana sa mga fruit stalls nila. And masarap din naman yung mga shakes nila. Kaya lang, nagkaroon ng pandemic, so earnings yan apektado. So watch out for the development. Kung wala naman masyadong negative, you can trade the range. No? And then wait na lang sa return ng pandemic. Kaya lang, sa return ng pandemic, wala naman masyadong iakit eh. Hanggang 2 pesos lang eh, unless i-break niya yung 2 pesos. For that matter, I will stick to the trading range of 110 to 150. Diba? So, kitang-kita yan eh. So, parang support and resistance yan for the entire pandemic season. Okay? Next one. Last one.
Gusto niyo po, sir, kayo na lang po mamili. Tigi-tigisa na lang to, sir.
Sige.
Bloom, BDO, DNL, AC, Nickel,
Ano pa?
FNI.
The same with Mark Ventures, no? Kung ano yung reading natin doon, ganun lang din.
FNI, CHP, IRC, PCOR, GTCAP, Dito, Axelum, and PHA.
Ano bang medyo? Pakiulit niya.
BDO, MAH, DNL, AC, Nickel, FNI, Bloom, CHP, IRC, PCOR, GTCAP, Dito, Axelum, PHA.
Nickel, same with Mark Venture. FNI, same with Mark Venture. Siguro, ano ba yung, ano yun, FHA? Ano? PHA?
PHA, yes.
PHA. Premier Horizon ata?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Tingnan natin yung prospects na. Where is Premier Horizon? Ito. Hindi ko din to natitrade, ano? Pero, okay, may magandang volume. Well, nagbigay na dito ng buying signal, may konting volume na coming in. And may established range na din. So, gawa na lang natin siya ng drawing. Ano yung mga levels that you will watch out for. If you bought this at this level, you are a genius. Okay? Sa inyong low niya, around 19. Hindi yan yung all-time low, na may lower pa, pero on the average lang. So 18 centavos. 19. And then ang resistance niya should be at this level. Kitang-kita. Malinis. 25. Ganda ng range yan. You buy it at 19 and you sell it at 25. Tignan nyo. So buy it at 19 or 20. Sell it at around 24, 25. Kahit nga 23 lang siguro. At 23, it's 22%. At 25, it's 36%. So yun yung range mo. It doesn't fail. Every time it reaches 19, 18, it goes up. 19, 18, it goes up. 19, 18, it goes up. So pagka nag-reach naman ng 25, 23, it goes down. So nandoon na yung buying range mo. Abangan mo na lang yung mga buying signals dito. And then you will be able to make multiple 20% return. So not bad, di ba? Tama? Okay, wait lang ha. Malobat yung ating laptop. Mag-signal.
I want to remind everyone, please fill out the evaluation form that will be sent to your registered emails this afternoon.
Okay. This is really good. Nag-enjoy ako dito sa session na to. I will stop sharing na para makausap ko kayo. Okay, nag-enjoy ako dito sa session na to dahil we were able to discuss yung mga sectors na sa tingin ko will lead the recovery and then individual stocks that will lead the recovery. And at the same time, yung mga selections coming from you, nagkaroon tayo ng konting charting session. So overall, this is a good session and I would like to extend my gratitude, dahil this is a Sunday morning and you're here. And then as I said, next week wala muna tayong session because it's my birthday, so I'm going to be most likely drunk the whole weekend. Okay. So the following week na tayo and ang topics natin doon is more on psychological, So trading versus trading versus investing, and then yung market psychology. Maganda pa rin yung topic na yun kasi doon naman kayo naaapektuhan yung emotions ninyo. Okay? So thank you. Hopefully itong series natin is really helping you. And right now, this is the basic topics na dapat naiintindihan ninyo to start your journey sa stock market. Siguro later on, more deeper sessions, and then hindi na tayo magkakaroon ng specific topics, yung open session na kasi naintindihan na ninyo yung basics, di ba? So yun yung gusto kong ma-establish dito, magkaroon tayo ng constant communication between us, brokers, and then kayo na investors. Para hindi naman din kayo na-hype, okay lang naman ma-hype kung kumikita eh. Masama kung na-hype kayo tapos hindi kayo kumikita. There's something wrong with it. Okay? So thank you so much and hope to see you a week later, magkakaroon naman kami ng mga announcement. Feel free to comment pagka minsan nagpo-post ako sa social media accounts ko thanking for the session. Kung meron kayong sa tingin ninyo critic, open ako for critic if you feel that you are Satisfied with the session? Okay din naman. Maraming salamat and see you again very soon. Thank you. Thank you so much.